Sometimes you'll need to make a copy of a worksheet or to move a worksheet from one workbook to another. To make a duplicate of a worksheet, right-click the Sheet tab and then choose Move or Copy. This opens the Move or Copy dialog. To make a copy of the sheet, click the Create a Copy checkbox. You can then select the position in the file where you want the sheet to appear. For example, if you want it to appear at the very end, click Move to End. Otherwise, click on a sheet in front of which the copy sheet is going to be placed. When you're done, click OK, and the duplicate sheet will be added to the workbook. This sheet will have the name of the original sheet with the number 2 beside it. You can double-click on the sheet to change its sheet name. I'm just going to type 2013 at the end of this sheet, then click outside it to complete the process of renaming it. Worksheet names can contain numbers and characters and spaces, but they can't contain symbols like braces, asterisks, the question mark, or a colon. They also can't be more than 32 characters long. If you find that the Sheet tab is not in the correct position in the workbook, you can drag it to a new location. To do this, just click and drag on the Sheet tab and move it into the correct position in the workbook. It's also possible to move or copy a sheet to another workbook. If you want to move or copy to a workbook that already exists, you should first open that workbook. Now, I already have a workbook open, but if I didn't, I would click File and then Open and go and open the workbook that I want to move or copy the sheet to. I'm going to take this Accounts with Credit sheet that we just made a duplicate of, and I'm going to move it across to a new file that I'm going to use for the year 2013. So I'm going to right-click this Sheet tab and click Move or Copy. And I already have opened the 2013 customer data file where I want to move the sheet to. So I'll select it from the To book. But you can see here, if I didn't already have a new file, I could click New Book and a new workbook would be created for me automatically. This new workbook doesn't have many sheets in it. In fact, it only has one sheet, and I'm happy to move the sheet that I'm moving into the first sheet position in this workbook. So I'm just going to click Sheet 1 and click OK. Now we're still in the old 2012 customer data file, and the sheet that we were working with has disappeared because it's been moved out of this file. So it no longer exists in this file, and it's been moved into the file that we had open, and I'm just going to open that file here again, the 2013 customer data file. And here is the sheet that was in that book, plus the new sheet that we just moved to it. When you need to duplicate a worksheet, you'll find that this copy process is a quick way of moving an entire sheet of data from one file to another, or making a copy of an entire sheet of data within an existing workbook or a new one.